Wyln TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A Schuylkill County man died following a one-vehicle crash Thursday afternoon in Butler Township. According to police, 63-year-old Walter Nowitzki of Pottstown was traveling along the South Hunter Highway when he lost control of his Ford Explorer and struck a tree near Foothills Drive. He was flown to Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center, where he later died. His passenger, 36-year-old Jennifer Chatcavage of Shenandoah, was not injured in the crash. A new corporate hangar is being added to the Hazleton Regional Airport. WYLN's Julie Stefanovic was at Thursday night's groundbreaking ceremony and has the story.
A groundbreaking was held last night at the Hazleton Regional Airport to welcome a new addition. Hazleton-based Olympus Air is constructing a corporate hangar that will be occupied by Global Air Charters.
We, very excited about having a corporate hangar here at the Hazleton Airport. It's going to bring some great corporate traffic and revenue to the area. We have a great partner in Global Air Charters as a tenant here who's going to have a maintenance facility and again help provide jobs and revenue to the city and the surrounding community. So it's a great opportunity for the area.
Global Air Charters is based out of Minnesota and is a FAA 135 air carrier with a fleet of aircraft that travel around the globe.
We only have about 50 employees that are based all throughout the United States, and we're going to be building an FAA 145 repair station here to work on corporate aircraft like the one we see behind us, some of the other ones that are on the field today.
It's been a dream of Olympus Air to bring the facility to the Hazleton area in order to provide corporate aviation services and help to build a local economy.
We started talking about it in the summer of 2019, and it was around August of 2020 when we had some serious discussions with the city, and now we're here. So it's been about 2 years in the making. The excitement, as a pilot myself and someone who, grew up at the airport basically as a kid. My dad was a pilot. I'm just super excited to see the growth of the airport and the continued growth of the local community, and having a partner like Global is really exciting.
Vanna Cornetz is a Pennsylvania native that sees this as a chance to add to the area's growth.
Being able to bring this facility here, being the first tenant, there's a lot of opportunity for the city. There's a lot of growth potential. I'm a native to PA from the Philadelphia area, but I went to school at Marywood University in Scranton. I've flown in and out of Mount Pocono, out of Hazleton, Lancaster, Reading, and so for me this is kind of like a coming home. And we're really, we are really excited to be here and hopefully grow this into a complex of hangars, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Mayor Jeff Cassat was on hand and said that he was glad to have the city partner with Olympus to take another step towards the future of the Hazleton Airport.
A great project for the city and the surrounding areas. 2016 we came up here and we had big visions for the airport and trying to help revitalize the traffic that would come in and out here for the parks, the industrial parks, and this is a key to bringing in that kind of traffic and economic growth.
Excavation on the 16,000 square foot hangar is set to begin within the next week or two, and it's expected to be completed by early next year. In Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thank you, Julie. A Wilkes-Barre Township woman's behind bars after allegedly endangering the welfare of 2 small children. Police were called to the Motel 6 on Schechter Drive shortly before 7 Tuesday evening after receiving a call that a 6-year-old was wandering the hallways alone. The motel clerk believed that the child was with 41-year-old Catherine Wiegel-Polsky. When officers went to her room, they smelled a strong odor of marijuana and saw a toddler sitting on a bed covered in it. She was arrested and taken to police headquarters, where she allegedly told an officer that she'd put a bullet in their head. She was charged with endangering the welfare of children, possession of drugs, tampering with evidence, and disorderly conduct. She was jailed for lack of $50,000 bail. The Penn State Board of Trustees Committee on Finance voted to increase tuition at the university on Thursday. The board recommended a $7.7 billion operating budget for the 2021-22 school year, which included the tuition increase. Tuition for Pennsylvania resident undergrads will rise by 2.5%, while out-of-state students will see an increase of 2.75%. This means that the lower division non-resident undergraduate tuition will increase by $481 per semester to $17,973 at University Park. All other campuses will see their tuitions rise from $294 to $336 per semester. PSU President Eric Barron said the increase was necessary to keep up with the inflation and the university's rising costs. The Bishop of the Diocese of Scranton announced that the Sunday Mass obligation will be reinstated next month. Bishop Joseph Bambera released a letter to the faithful saying that the obligation to return to Sunday Mass will begin on August 15th. The bishop, however, emphasized that people who are seriously ill or have a serious health risk, along with those who have a significant fear or anxiety of being part of a large group, will continue to be legitimately excused from participating in Mass on Sundays and holy days. The change will also occur in every diocese across the state beginning August 15th. A century-old pilgrimage will be once again taking place following a year of pandemic restrictions. Thousands of the faithful will be attending the 97th annual Solemn Novena to St. Anne on the grounds of St. Anne's Basilica in Scranton. Most things have returned to normal this year, as full indoor capacity is allowed. However, tents and folding chairs won't be set up for outdoor services as a precautionary measure. Daily masses will be held at 7:30 p.m. for the novena that begins tomorrow and concludes on Monday, July 26th. For more information and to view a schedule of events, visit the St. Anne's Novena website. The Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry released its employment situation report for June. Pennsylvania's unemployment rate was down 0.1 of a percentage point over the month to 6.9% in June, while the national rate rose 0.1 of a percentage point for May to 5.9%. Pennsylvania's civilian labor force decreased 2,000 over the month due to a drop in unemployment, which fell for the fourth consecutive month. Total non-farm jobs were up 325,400 over the year, with gains in 10 of the 11 supersectors, and leisure and hospitality had the largest 12-month gain, adding back 126,000 jobs. Additional information can be found at dli.pa.gov. The PPE stockpile currently being stored at the Pennsylvania Farm Show complex in Harrisburg will be moved to another site over the next few months. The lease will pave the way for larger events at the Farm Show complex to resume by mid-September. A proposed warehouse lease was renegotiated over the past several weeks to save taxpayers $400,000 per year, up to a total $2 million over the entire 5-year lease. The terms of the lease call for an increasing amount of square footage to be available and includes the potential for 2 one-year extensions and can be terminated after 42 months by the Commonwealth with 6 months' notice. The specific location of the state PPE stockpile cannot be disclosed under CDC guidelines. The Hazleton Health and Wellness Center wants kids to stay fit and healthy until school starts this fall. Our Ryan Osachi has more on their new Athletes Edge Summer Fit program.
If your child is looking to get some extra training in before the fall sports season, then this program might be just for you. The Health and Wellness Center has a new summer program geared towards ages 10 to 18. What program, you ask?
We're talking about our summer programs for youth athletes, Athletes Edge, speed camp type of program where we focus on strength training, speed training, agility, teaching kids to exercise, how to exercise, making sure their form's right, techniques right, just different stuff like that for kids of pretty much all ages, 10 to 18 years old we're really looking at right now.
The Athletes Edge Summer Fit program is designed not only for young athletes, but also for those kids who are looking to get or stay fit and healthy this summer while learning to properly exercise. The program will consist of 2 to 3 one-hour sessions each week throughout the summer.
Myself and 3 other trainers will be involved, mostly teaching the right techniques, helping the kids develop in their sports, furthering them along, helping them with their speed, agility, and just trying to get them to be, overall a better athlete.
If you are interested in this type of program, be sure to call the Health and Wellness Center at 570-501-6750 or visit the front desk to see what everything is all about and how it will work out. Reporting for WILN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thanks, Ryan. Coming up on WILN News, more on the pets of the week and a doubleheader. Plus, how will MMI's incoming athletic talent look for the upcoming school year? But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WILN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Gio, and I'm 3 years old. The weather is going to be tomorrow rainy, so get your umbrella. Bye.
We want your child to be our WILN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WILN News and WILN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WILNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WILN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Chiropractic. Tune in this week. Shauna DeCosmo is going to show how we explored her whole spine, her headaches from stomach sleeping, her back pain, and her feet pain. So stay tuned for a good show.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. I hear stories there's no inventory out there. This is my back lot. We have over 100 Jeeps ready for immediate delivery, whether you're looking for a Renegade, a Cherokee, a Grand Cherokee. We've got them all. We have Ram trucks. Guys, if you're in the market for a Jeep, we are discounting them severely. Come on to Blaze Alexander at 508 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazleton. And let me tell you something. We take the deals those other guys won't.
If you've been thinking about adopting a pet, well, there's no time like the present. So check out the SPCA of Luzerne County for all breeds, shapes, and sizes of pets. The shelter has some more furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone, meet Mina. She's a 3-year-old fun-loving girl who likes to be babied but loves to play. And all she needs is a string or two to keep her content. And up next is Trooper. He's a 2-year-old pit bull and boxer mix that came to the shelter as a stray. He's dog-friendly and would do best with older children. This pup sure has lots of dog to offer you. Call 570-825-4111 to come on down and check out these featured pets and more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and the Worcester Red Sox have a doubleheader scheduled for next Saturday, July 24th at Coca-Cola Park. The Pigs and Woo Sox were rained out last Thursday, July 8th, so this doubleheader will make up for it. First pitch for Game 1 will be at 4:35 p.m., while Game 2 will begin 30 minutes after Game 1 wraps up. Saturday's game ticket is good for both games, which will be 7-inning contests, and all gates will open at 3:30 p.m. prior to Game 1. The Iron Pigs will also be wearing their Lehigh Valley Loggers jerseys during Game 2 of Saturday's doubleheader. Fans can go to ironpigsbaseball.com or Call 610-841-PIGS for more info. WILN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off season across our viewing area. MMI baseball and golf coach Ryan Jastrzemski's on this week, so let's talk sports. Here's part 5.
Coach, in my own humble opinion, and we all know MMI is an academic powerhouse, but I don't think a lot of people give MMI enough credit for the quality of athletes you have. You know, some people may say, yeah, you know, you had a good run with seniors, but, you know, a freshman and Corey Nolasco was a big part of your team this year. I joked about seeing Coach Flanagan coach the junior high team, but getting to sit there and watch, there's talent there that's going to be coming in. In so many sports, you know, you're seeing MMI athletics starting to climb the ladder. Granted, it's a single A team, but there's still quality athletes at the school.
I think, you know, the kids in the area are starting to realize the opportunity that the school provides, and it's in the classroom, it's on the field, it's on the court, it's everywhere. You know, you get to challenge yourself, but you get the opportunity to do so. You know, if you come to MMI, you're going to be on a team. You know, it doesn't guarantee you playing time, you know, but you're going to be on the team. You're going to get to do whatever it is you want to do and be a part of something. And I think kids are starting to see that. They're starting to talk about that. You know, Corey Nolasco and Andrew Burns, you know, they stepped up for us big time. You know, when we had a senior, Robert Rinaldi, who was a big part of the team. Center fielder got hurt. You know, when he went down, we asked, you know, Corey stepped up, and you know he really did a great job for us. And Andrew Burns solidified our defense. You know, when we had to move Kevin behind the plate early in the season. So I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's just an example of, you know, you never know when you're going to get your shot at MMI, but you know most kids are going to get a shot at some point.
And be sure to check out this week's entire half hour of Let's Talk Sports Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. and again Sunday at noon and 5:30 p.m. Coming up on Makanakwa's News Choice, your week in review, plus leading the way into this week's final segment. So stay with us.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Feel Good Friday. So today we're talking about hiatal hernia. First off, what is it? It's where a bit of your stomach goes up through the hole where your esophagus goes through, and it gets stuck up there. It makes a little pouch. Food can get in there, and your stomach, trying to get that food digested, will send acid up your esophagus, give you acid reflux, give you heartburn. So, as a chiropractor, what I can do for that is I can pull your stomach out of the diaphragm temporarily. I can take it and take that pouch and drag it out. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not too bad. So, not every hiatal hernia is this the answer for, but the grand majority of them, it's fine. It works. If you're a guy and you have heartburn or acid reflux, you probably have a hiatal hernia. It's vast majority, like 85%. Now, there's other ways that you can solve this. You could drink a ton of water and try jumping up and down and see if it'll fall out, but the easiest answer and the best answer usually is go see your chiropractor, see what he can do, and feel good.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of a new show here on WILN, Let's Talk Sports. We're going to talk between our basketball and football seasons. We're going to talk to coaches, guests about past seasons, events coming up, different types of things sports related. It's all going to be here on Let's Talk Sports, and you'll be able to see it here on WILN.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazelton, everything to make your house a home.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Monday. A Schuylkill County man was flown to an area hospital last Friday night after being involved in a stabbing incident. The stabbing happened around 10:40 p.m. in the area of Kennedy Drive and Jackson Street in McAdoo. The unidentified victim told police he was walking in the street before sustaining a stab wound to his lower abdomen by a male suspect. Police say a vehicle may have been involved in the incident before fleeing the scene, but no other details have been released since. Authorities are still asking anyone with information to contact the McAdoo Police Department at 570-929-2590. Tuesday. A report of a suspicious vehicle led to the arrest of 5 people in Luzerne County back on June 24th. The Hazleton Police Department Narcotics Unit observed the vehicle registered to Carissa Ann Metz near a residence known for drug activity on Susquehanna Boulevard. While conducting the investigation, Hazleton Police coordinated with West Hazleton Police to take Metz, who was wanted on a felony arrest warrant, into custody. She was taken to prison on drug charges after being treated for a medical condition at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Jeremy Petrolak, Dylan Friendy, James Boyle, and Cassandra Metz were also arrested as a result of the investigation. Petrolak was wanted for failure to appear in court and taken to Luzerne County Prison. Boyle was wanted for DUI. And both Friendy and Cassandra Metz are facing drug charges. Wednesday. The body of an elderly man was found early Wednesday morning in Carbon County. The deputy coroner was called to the scene, where 94-year-old Elmer Feuerstein was discovered by a jogger shortly after 6 a.m. on Hill Road near South Avenue in Jim Thorpe. Investigators initially believed he may have been hit by a car, but police in Jim Thorpe later said that with no evidence of foul play, it appears he may have died of natural causes while he was out on a walk. An autopsy was scheduled for Thursday to determine his exact cause and manner of death. Thursday. A 2-vehicle collision caused chemicals to leak Thursday morning in Sugarloaf Township. Emergency crews were called out to Route 93 near the Pilot Travel Center around 10:30 a.m., where a pickup truck and the cab of a trailer collided, causing the truck cab to leak several gallons of oil at the scene. Crews used absorbent materials to clean up the scene, and the DEP was informed about the leak. Fortunately, only minor injuries were reported, and both drivers declined treatment. The accident also didn't cause many traffic tie-ups on the busy stretch of road either. Friday. A Wilkes-Barre Township woman's behind bars after allegedly endangering the welfare of 2 small children. Police were called to the Motel 6 on Schechter Drive shortly before 7 Tuesday evening after receiving a call that a 6-year-old was wandering the hallways alone. The motel clerk believed that the child was with 41-year-old Catherine Wiegopolsky. When officers went to her room, they smelled a strong odor of marijuana and saw a toddler sitting on a bed covered in it. She was arrested and taken to police headquarters, where she allegedly told an officer that she'd put a bullet in their head. She was charged with endangering the welfare of children, possession of drugs, tampering with evidence, and disorderly conduct. She was jailed for lack of $50,000 bail. That's it for your week in review, here on WILN News.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some to relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Police Chief Brian Schoonmaker's leading the way to wrap up this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's final segment of Leading the Way with Hazleton City Police Chief Brian Schoonmaker. So, looking towards the future, is there anything in store for you personally, anything in store for the department that you're looking towards, and other projects that you guys are working on? I know, and we've discussed before, and we've covered it here at WYLN, the department's always looking for new officers. So just about the future, what you guys are looking towards.
I think our biggest thing right now, we're working on gaining more manpower for our police department. As many people know, we had officers retire, and it's been extremely difficult recruiting in this time.
Yeah.
But we have right now in the workings potentially 8 officers that we'll be able to hire and bring our complement back up to 46 police officers. So that's one of our biggest struggles right now that we're trying to get through. I mean, expanding on the future of the department, that's going to be huge. A lot of the officers are bilingual that we're hiring. A lot of them are from the area, which is nice finally that we're getting more people who want to engage in our department from the area, you know, get that community involvement back in. With that, our department, we'd like to see us getting involved in more community projects. We've been falling behind, but that's been because our department has been so stressed for so many years, and thankfully, with the current administration, Mayor Cassat, the council, they're all pushing for us to complement our police department, increase those numbers as much as humanly possible, you know, to stay within the confines of our budgets with our Act 47 status.
Yeah.
Personally, I really didn't have anything futuristic. I was kind of just, I mean, as we discussed earlier, you know, that kind of fell into this position and been working towards it, and I'll stay here as long as I possibly can and keep working for the citizens of Hazleton.
Well, we look forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with us this week. And an even bigger thank you to our guest, Brian Schoonmaker, for coming on. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend, everyone. Best of luck, best of life. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.